Alright, in this demonstration I am going to talk about if you have, well, we're going to be registering print paper. So if you have multiple sheets of print paper that are the same size, you can actually register them all at once as opposed to measuring and marking each one individually. So I hope it'll make sense when you see it. Okay. So let me direct the camera down to the table surface here. So I have the tear bar, I have my print paper, a stack of it, I think I have like 6 or 7 sheets, I have a pencil, and I have a ruler. Okay, so basic tools. So the first thing I want to do is, if I know I want my registration marks to be on the long ends, then I would position the paper in this way. So I take each sheet up against the tear bar, and then I offset each one so that there is a gap in between each one. And this table's bowed. It's an old camping table, so I have to kind of push down. But I'm pushing them against the edge so that they're all the same and they're all tight. And then I'm just stacking them, and slightly each one is lower so that I can see the top of each sheet of paper. Okay, so that's the stack. Then I take my ruler and I measure to the halfway point on the tripod's in the way. I measure to the halfway point and I make a mark. And then I do the same thing on the top sheet. And I make a mark. And then what I do is I take the ruler and I lay it against both marks to line it up. And then I strike it through all the sheets at the top. Okay? So you see that long line, hopefully. Let me bring the camera closer. We got the long line there. And what that does is each piece of paper has a mark at the top. Now I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to rinse and repeat. Okay? So I flip them upside down and then I restack them. Again, I'm offsetting them so each successive piece of paper is lower. So it creates, I don't know, maybe about half-inch gap. And then by having the tear bar here, that edge, when they stack against it, it keeps them square and straight. I missed this sheet. So this will make kind of quick work. This one didn't get marked. It was stuck underneath. Okay, so now I have these sheets stacked. And then because there's a mark at the top and one at the bottom already, again, I just line up those two marks and I mark these. So here's the stack of paper. Let me just take one. So you can see that it has now been marked at both ends in the center, and this registers your paper. Okay. If I just grab, I don't know, the third sheet, you can see it's the same thing. Okay. So that will actually save you a lot of time and effort as opposed to doing each sheet of paper in that manner. You can do them all at once. All right. I hope that was helpful. Take care.